So today I have my mom, my girlfriend, and my dad. Can you guys say hi to the camera?
Hi.
Okay, perfect. Today, all right. Well, today we're gonna be talking about xenotransplantation. Right? It's a different topic you guys haven't heard of, but it's pretty much. Can you just imagine someone being in dialysis for so long that their life really just depends from a pig kidney transferred to them? That is what xenotransplantation is. It's essentially a kidney from an animal that is transferred to a human body. That is the future, pretty much. And we have history, we have records of this from back in March 2024, when we had the first pig kidney transplant down in Massachusetts General Hospital. And now how it made it possible was just by genetically altering that kidney that is called CRISPR. CRISPR is a gene editing tool that is used to alternate the pig kidney to the human body. So the human body, the immune system can accept it and take it and progressively move with it. That is what it's used for. That's CRISPR. It's like an altering editing tool. It makes it possible. So with this, there's some concerns to it, right? It's from an animal. So basically there might be some pros and cons to it. The cons would be that disease, right? Depending on what the animal eats, what the animal has been through its life, it might cause some diseases. But that's what CRISPR is there for. It's to prevent any diseases, to prevent any like safety causes, right? And so with this, according to American Kidney Fund, the FDA approved this with the medical field. It approved this to proceed with clinical trials. And so to bring it back, this originally started around the 1900s, the early 1900s, with primates using just primate organs. It wasn't originally with pigs, it was just with primates trying to test it out if it could work with the humans. Early enough, it was early 1900s, we didn't have enough technology at the time, but a decade later, we have, back in 2020, or 2014, it started, and we have the technology to produce CRISPR. CRISPR was introduced later in the year of 2020. Now, back in the early 1900s, a lot of it was just it was a theory. It was all a theory. Having the kidney introduced to the human body was impossible. The immune system would reject it, pretty much. It wouldn't take it. It couldn't take it. It was just too much. It was either too big, too small, or it just wasn't the right blood type or something like that. But it just couldn't take it. So back to present day with March 2024, the pig kidney now introduced to the human, and it worked. We had a first patient who was living with the pig kidney. And then we also had a second success in April 2024, a few months later. According to Harvard Medical School, the same hospital, Massachusetts Hospital, took in a second patient, a volunteer, and it worked. It's showing that it's pretty much possible to have this as a trial, as more as the FDA approved, and passing on to clinical trials, making this possible for every patient who's on dialysis. So now this is now evolving towards ethics and future. Like, where is this going? Is this even safe around with people, or is this a long-term idea? So we more move to diseases, transmissions. Can this cause disease? Can this cause cross species coming from a pig, from an animal to a human? Can that cause any diseases? And that's where CRISPR comes in. It's still controversial, but it's potential and it's showing future. It's pretty much, this is just a huge risk, but it's for the good of greater. It's for the greater good, right? Because there's not that many organs out there. There's pretty much there's more than 100,000 patients every year who are pretty much don't have a donor. And Massachusetts General Hospital only takes about 2,000 each year. So you can kind of think about the numbers, right? It's very little, but there's a lot of people who need a kidney. So with this future, it's waiting no list. If we were to have this, if this was approved, we would have no people waiting on the list. We would have tons of people living long lives every single day. So just to recap, we now know what xenotransplantation is, what the potential could be, and what the risk it have, but what of the benefits it could possibly have. All right, well, that was it. Thank you.